Hi, this is Dr. Elizabeth Klodas, cardiologist and founder of Step One Foods. And today I'm going to show you what an average cardiologist eats during the day, at least this average cardiologist. Okay, here we go, breakfast. Here's my fridge, warts and all. And what I will have today is, let's see, some yogurt, because this is something I like to do every day. And then I will have some raspberries because I love raspberries. And this is my little hack for myself, a little orange marmalade that I like to put in because my yogurt has no flavor. And then of course, here from my stash, so you can see my husband's smoothie and my sprinkle. I get my sprinkle. Okay, and I'm gonna show you what that looks like in a second. Okay, so here is the almost finished product. So I've got my whole little pint of raspberries. I'll eat the whole thing. I have a good solid, probably third cup of yogurt, maybe a little bit more. I have my cup of coffee that I brewed in between, and I'm going to put my sprinkle on top. And voila, the final product. So I have been doing this kind of breakfast for a long time. And actually sprinkle is one of my favorite things to use because it's so easy to incorporate in other foods, but I especially love it with yogurt. And this is one of my standard breakfasts. Okay, so bon appetit, and I'll see you at lunch, which is going to consist of, oh, now I'm gonna mess up this camera, but okay, I'm going to take 2 apples with me to work, and that will be a good sort of midday snack / lunch. I have some plain cashews at work, and I will probably be eating those with the apples, and that'll be a good chunk of my midday consumption. Okay, I will see you later when I eat my next thing, whatever that is. Okay, bye. Hi, Dr. Elizabeth Klodas here. Okay, I'm in the office. It's lunchtime. As promised, here they are, my 2 apples from home and my whole unsalted raw cashews. I probably won't eat this all at once. I will have it kind of throughout the lunch hour and then early afternoon. So I'll probably have an apple now, maybe half of those cashews, and then in a while kind of finish that off. But this is pretty typical for when I'm in the office because I don't have time to make a sandwich in the morning. I'm usually running late, and this is just super easy. Plus, I love apples any time of the year, and I love nuts as well. Nuts and seeds are great for us. So that's it. That's my middle of the day intake. So here's what's left of the apples. The nuts are all gone too. As you can see, I eat the whole apple, including the core. It's something that I've done ever since my grandmother told me to always eat the garbage, she would say, and she meant the cores and the peels. And it makes so much sense because that's where a lot of the nutrients are. And frankly, they're delicious. And I think about it, and the apple seeds, they're in the middle of the core, and it's the apple seed that you plant and get a tree, so it carries everything needed to support life. Why not consume that too? Okay, dinner next. Hi, it's Dr. Elizabeth Klodas. I'm back home and it's dinner time. So I'm going to switch the camera the other way, and then bear with me and we'll start procuring the ingredients for our evening meal. Okay, so when I got home today, I made a carrot ginger soup with cashew cream. which is a very easy recipe, and it's literally carrots and onions and some ginger, obviously, a few spices, and it's all pureed. And then the cashew cream, and you might think all I eat are cashews, but it was just random that it happened this way. It's very simple. You basically take equal volumes of cashews and water and you blend them in a Vitamix, and then you add a little lemon juice and salt and nutmeg, and it makes a beautiful cream. So I'm going to have that as a starter, and then just a small amount. And this is the book that the recipe came from, and it's a book that I love. And actually, the newer versions have a different picture on the front, but this is a book actually for cancer patients as they're going through chemotherapy or radiation therapy, or they're just trying to eat better after going through treatment. And the recipes are amazing, and they're so flavorful, and I love them. So if you're looking for a good cookbook, this is one. You can find it on Amazon. It's not very expensive. Okay, moving on back to my fridge, because that's where the main meal is going to come from. So you can see my dog's food is in here displayed prominently, but I will typically have a salad at dinner, and I love arugula, so I'm going to have arugula. And with that, I'm going to just find things to put in there. So in my kind of vegetable drawer, I have some fresh figs, which are amazing. They are just lovely, and they have an amazing sweetness to them. I will, let's see, I've got an avocado here, so I will take an avocado. So whole avocado. Back to the fridge here, my tomatoes. That seems like a good thing to add. And then I need something a little bit more substantial. So I'm going to get a cheese. And I really love goat cheese. So I like that. It's already pre-crumbled. Or it makes me feel kind of lazy, but it's very convenient. And or a Parmesan. So I've got that here. But I think tonight I'm going to do the goat cheese. Okay, and all of this, is going to go in this giant bowl. And just to give you perspective, here's my hand. This is a huge bowl, and I will fill this. It will be the salad I eat, and I will eat it all. So wait until I make the components, then we'll come back and we'll dress it. Okay, and actually, before I put this together, I just wanted to give you a sense of how much I will eat. I'm 5'4", and on a good day I weigh 108 pounds. But it's I don't think about limiting myself. I don't think about really counting calories or anything like that. So I took about I would say 2/3 of the of the arugula, so it's a fair amount. There's probably a good 6 cups in here. Again, this is a giant bowl. I'm going to use 4 of the figs. I don't know how many, 6 little tomatoes. I'm going to dice up the whole avocado, and I'm not going to use all this cheese, but I will use at least 1/3 of this container and crumble it on top. So just wanted to give you that sense of proportion, because sometimes it's hard to know how many ingredients went into a dish. Okay, here's what it looks like before I put on the goat cheese. So I'm going to sprinkle it on. So that's sort of what looks good to me. The cool thing about, people think they can only have vegetables in their salad. See, I've probably used up a half. Maybe. People think they can only have vegetables in their salads. I think you can put anything you want in there. And I happen to have arugula, but sometimes I have spinach. I, have mixed greens. I will sometimes not have tomatoes, but have blueberries and raspberries in there, also with avocado. Oh my gosh, I love avocado. I if it's around, it's going to be in my salad. And I really do eat this way. I'm not showing this to you to, kind of try and make a point. I love food like this because it just tastes so good. Now the figs are beautiful and sweet. The tomatoes are a little bit tart. The goat cheese is tangy. The arugula is peppery. The avocado is just yummy. But anyway, it just all tastes so good. All right, now I'm going to pull out my secret weapon so you see how I finish this salad. Okay, here's my secret weapon. It is lemon olive oil. And I particularly like this brand. I just happened to come across it in our grocery store, but it just smells of lemons. And the lemon just gives it such a nice kind of added dimension. I mean, lemon just makes everything better. So I don't use all lemon olive oil because the stuff is a little expensive. So then I also add some just regular olive oil on top. Again, I'm not making a dressing. I'm not futzing around. I just get olive oil and vinegar. And then I really like white balsamic vinegar. It's lighter than the red and it doesn't overpower foods. And you can get ones that are flavored. And again, I just sprinkle. I don't think about it too much. And voila, that's it for the salad. Okay, and here's the whole meal. So my cream of carrot soup with ginger and the cashew cream. If I was more skilled, I'd create some sort of pattern on top, but all I managed to do was make a little circle. So if there's any baristas out there, you probably are looking and just shaking your heads. And then my salad, and then my glass of wine with exactly 5 ounces. I have a wine glass that happens to have like a very convenient break point where it indicates 5 ounces. And that's going to be my meal. Sometimes I will have pasta and, for example, chicken. On the weekend, we had spaghetti with pesto sauce and grilled chicken. That was really good. And I also had a salad on the side. But I always try to make sure I have plenty of vegetables and interesting nutrients. So bon appetit. And if I eat anything else, I'll document it. But this is a lot of food. Bye.